welcome back to my channel. Today I have the empties for all of February in the wax area. So I think I did pretty good considering this was my first month back to work, so I wasn't melting as much as maybe I would have previously. So I'm looking right now, I feel pretty good. We've got some big bagged items, so I'm happy that we got through them. So let's get started. The one and only candle empty that I have is from the Candle Daddy. Best bee cookies up in this bitch. And I have in the description bar, there's a link for you guys. If you'd like to get any of these from this company at a discount, feel free to go check that out. This was really good. I really did enjoy this one. And this 8-ounce candle, I feel Candle Daddy does a really good job with their candles. The throw on this is great. The oils were wonderful. Yes, it's a bit sooty, I will say that much. But it did really well otherwise. So I would absolutely recommend this one, and I would definitely purchase this one in the future. So the first round of Super Tarts Advent 2020, I'm gonna go through. I got 2 rounds for you. That's not 1, that's 2. All right, so we've got day 24, which was Frosty Air, Cypress, Twisted Peppermint, Tangerine, and Driftwood. It was okay, but it wouldn't be a repurchase for me. Again, when you get these advents, you don't know what you're getting, but that's half the surprise, and I love that. It's not to say that I hate the scent, it just wouldn't be something I would repurchase in a full size, which she tends to do when she does the advent after people have had time to melt into the new year. She generally does a collection of all of the 25 days that she did for the previous advent. I believe that's already happened, but I wouldn't repurchase this one. Frankincense, Amber Rain, and Cool Water Mint. This was okay. Again, this was definitely a freshie, a little bit more perfumey fresh. I had this one in the bathroom. Not my favorite, wouldn't be something I would purchase in a larger size, but I am thankful to try it. Again, that was day 18. Day number 5, Palo Santo, Blackberry Amber, Sandalwood Vanilla. Thumbs up from this girl. Palo Santo is obviously a scent that I've said this before, vendors have been doing this for a while in wax, and Bath & Body Works is only just stepping up on that. They're a little slow. They don't watch other vendor reviews or anything like that. They should, because you vendors have some excellent blends. This was lovely. I would definitely purchase this one in the future. All of these from Super Tarts, less is more, I should state. You don't need a lot, you get a big punch. So again, definitely would purchase this one in the future. Anyway, day 4, Grapefruit, Twist, Green Apple, Rosemary, Patchouli, Tequila. Not my favorite. Again, the Patchouli and too much rosemary, and the combo itself is just too much for my nose. But I know it's a favorite, but that's okay. I wouldn't purchase this in a full size in the future, but I'm glad I tried it. Round number 2 of the Super Tarts Advent from 2020. Day number 8, Hollyberry, Pear Slices, and Satsuma Wafers. Beautiful blend. It was something I would probably pick in the summertime. I would definitely purchase this one in the future, but in the summer, the Hollyberries were great. Like, they were great, but what really stood out was definitely Satsuma Wafers and then the Pear Slices. So really enjoyed this one. I definitely would purchase this one in the future. Day number 1, Plum Cider, Donuts, Orange Frosting, and Cinnamon Rolls. It was good, but again, the cinnamon always draws a line for me. There's like too much cinnamon and less cinnamon, which is what I prefer. There's red hot cinnamon that I don't prefer, and there's sweet cinnamon that I do. This was on the sweet cinnamon, but it was just a bit much for me on my nose. Again, I know this is a fan favorite. I am glad I tried it, but I would not repurchase this in the future. Day 23. Butter Rum, Cappuccino, Pumpkin Roll, Vanilla Frosting. So this one here, if you know me, you know that I love coffee scents, but I want anything blended with coffee. I want the coffee still to stand out first. That's where I didn't feel that this one succeeded. I feel like the Butter Rum, Pumpkin Roll, and the Vanilla Frosting stood out amongst or ahead of the Cappuccino scent. So I probably wouldn't purchase this one again in the future, just because I want more coffee scents. There's many coffee blends that Super Tarts does that I really do love. So day number 23 would not be repurchased for me. Cookies for Grinch, eggnog, whipped cream, zucchini bread. Really good. Really enjoyed this one. Gourmand, yummy, just not a super spicy zucchini. It was beautiful. 100% would repurchase, and this one was for Christmas Day, which was fitting. I really loved it. Day number 15, Fall Leaves, Apple Cider, and Coastal Teakwood. This was okay. I definitely melted this one in the bathrooms because of that teakwood scent. But it was good, it was good. It wouldn't be something I would go out and purchase again, but I am glad I tried it. Continuing on with empties from Super Tarts, this is a band bag. So as you saw here, these ones were from the Advent calendar. This is a band bag, and this is a clamshell from Super Tarts, which we'll talk about in a moment. So they're different sizes depending on your price point and all that fun stuff. So this was a band bag in Beauty and the Beast, which is one of my absolute favorite scents from any vendor. This is Sweet Blackberries and Magically Delicious. Absolutely love this. I would wear this as a fragrance if I could. Like I said, I know Brenny does. They do some fragrances, but they don't ship obviously outside of the US because you can't. Anyway, I love this one. It's a very comforting scent. Really enjoy this. You guys probably know that already. Love this. Would repurchase, have repurchased many, many times. So since I showed you this one already, this is Mash, again from Super Tarts. This is candy corn and coffee. Again, I think I stated that earlier, but less is more with Super Tarts. You don't need a lot to get a huge throw. This is definitely no exception. So this one here was definitely more coffee and then candy corn. So I'd say coffee came out maybe 70% and the candy corn about 30, but it is a bit sweet, but it wasn't ooey gooey sweet, like really toss it right over the ooey gooey for me. But I do enjoy this one, and I know that when we were melting it, Elson was like, "Ooh, what's that melting on the melter?" And so obviously if he can smell, the guy with no sense of smell, Mr. I work around diesel all day, then you know it's a good strong one. Just a heads up that this one was strong. This was P.F. Chang's. This is gifted to me, and I thank Eva for very much for gifting this to me, but I'm not a fan of P.F. Chang's. Again, when I was mentioning it earlier about ooey gooey, I find this one to be just a bit over sweet for me. Now, pardon my old eyes as I have to read this. Flaky pecan arugula cookies dusted with a hint of cinnamon, warm creamy challah bread, and a buttery brown sugar. It is a really nice melt. I know that my friend Kim Hart's organizing. She's the one, I actually have one coming. My Wax Wednesday order still hasn't shipped. I'm sure by the time I'm posting this video, it will ship, but I ordered it a long time ago. But I totally understand. But I did order one of these because I'd heard so much. I thought, well, if I'm getting 20% off, I'll give it a try. But then Ava gave me this one, and I've tried it now, and it's good, but it would not be a repurchase for me. But that's P.F. Chang's from Super Tarts. Got a couple bags here. I will put a little card above here to show you guys one of my many Bath & Body Works candle chopping videos, but I have 2 Bath & Body Works candles that I have chopped up. In that video, I'll show you where I get the bags, how I chop, all that fun stuff. And also the ones I can take the stickers off, how I do that. We'll start with this one. This is Joy Peppermint Marshmallow. If you're an OG to Bath & Body Works, you know this is an older candle. And I really did enjoy this one. It actually gave an essence of like coffee. Like I felt like there was like a little coffee twist to it, but it is just peppermint marshmallow. But it's really, really great. Went through an entire 14.5 ounce candle, chopped up, and loved this one. Next up is a Bath & Body Works Frosted Cranberry. This one I had burned already like 2019. Then it got to a point where it got really sooty. And so I decided to add it into my candle chopping. And so it was only a candle about that high, but I was able to chop it, get rid of all the sooty smell portion of it, and then just melt the true frosted cranberry. And this is beautiful. It's one of my favorite scents that Bath & Body Works does. Really enjoy this one. Again, I can't stress enough, when if you chop up your candles, it's way more economical. From Ava, we have Polar Cookies. I don't have a description except that it's just a beautiful gourmand. I feel like there's a little bit of mint in this one as well. Maybe no. It's just a really nice gourmand, almost sugar cookies. I don't think there's actually any mint in it now that I'm smelling this again. I mean, if there was, it was very, very faint. But I did enjoy this one. I would definitely look at purchasing Polar Cookies from the Bathing Garden. But she does seasonal collection, so this one would obviously be part of her winter collection, and that normally comes out around Halloween to get ready for the holiday season. So I definitely would repurchase this. With the Bathing Garden, I do use 2 cubes though. Everyone's warmers, room, like your space is different, everything's different, air conditioning, all that stuff. But for me, 2 cubes works really good. We have 2 Rainbow Melts. melts that are empty. One of them I enjoyed, one of them I did not enjoy. So Silent Night, flannel sheets and sugar plum berries. Beautiful, love this one. Actually didn't know if it was like I could smell it. I thought it was my clothes that came out of the dryer. So that's definitely the flannel sheets, but this smells so good. I would definitely purchase this again in the future. Unfortunately, Holiday Snooze was not for me. There's a weird, my nose does not like the lavender and Christmas tree, and then a mint. So, and a garden mint. So it's like the leafy green mint scent. So even though there's vanilla in there, but to me, it was just too much. So this one, definitely repurchase, Silent Night. And Holiday Snooze, probably, no, not even probably. No, I would not purchase that one again. Then we have from Vintage Chic Scents, we have Campfire Tails, and this is old, you guys. So it's supposed to be white chocolate graham crackers and gooey marshmallows. And this was a huge amount of wax. I love this one though. It's really, really good. It smells just like gooey marshmallows and by a campfire with graham crackers. No chocolate, but all the rest of this. And it was so good. And I have had this since January. It was poured January 11th, 2018. Yeah, had a long time, but I was happy to get through it, but I enjoyed it while we were going through it as well. Then we have some Scentsy Empties, and this is the last group here before we're done. So here's Sugar Plum Berry. I know this is a really popular one with a lot of people, and I've had it before, I believe, but it wasn't like my favorite scent. So yeah, no, I know it's really popular. It's just not my favorite. I didn't hate it, but it wouldn't be something I would go and purchase. I should state too, I didn't purchase any of these. These were all gifted to me by friends of mine. So it was good, but it's not something I would purchase again. But these were pretty strong. With Scentsy as well, I used 2 cubes in each one of the warmers, except for the small bathroom warmers. If I melt any of these in the bathroom, they're just a plug-in warmer in the wall, and I just use 1 cube. So they do fairly well that way. Accidentally in Love, melted this one over the Valentine's Day time. Anyway, with this cute little hearts everywhere. This totally reminds me of something, how I grew up. I mentioned it before in my, what I melted the first half of, or the mid-month melts. And I really enjoy this. There's a bit of a fruitiness to it. There's almost like those sweet tarts candies. That's kind of what I get from it. It also reminded me of something that's from my childhood. But yeah, sweet, I think that's also a good way to describe it. So it's like a sweet tarts candy. Really enjoyed this one. So I would definitely purchase this one in the future. Then we have Sugar. This one's really great. This is like a Aquilina pink sugar dupe. Very girly, very sugary. I melted this one in our bedroom, just 2 cubes at a time in that particular melter. Really enjoy this one. So if you know what I'm talking about by Aquilina Pink Sugar, the perfume, definitely if they come back with this, I don't know how this works, but if they come back with this one in sugar, definitely check that one out. Then we have Berry Blessed, and this was lovely. It's a very tangy berry. Really enjoyed this one. Love the little butterfly. Definitely would purchase this one in the future. It's just a really nice tangy berry scent. And yeah, it's really, really nice. Last but not least, we have Jeweled Pomegranate. Not my favorite. And I know it's really hard for me to describe and people to understand. I don't know why, but pomegranate scents to me give me like a dryness in the back of my throat. Like I swallowed like a bunch of talcum powder or something. Like, yeah. I don't know how to explain it. All I know is pomegranate doesn't not work well with me. So I didn't really enjoy this one, but I wanted to give it a chance because you never know. You know, you gotta try everything, right? So this one was not for me, but I am happy to have tried it. So that's it, everybody. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and definitely leave a comment below. Have you melted any of these before, or are you curious about any of these ones that I've shared today? As always, you guys, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.